This is Gerald Brents with Jadon McCullough, Plano Wildcat football and coach. Coming off another tough loss, 2 trips in a row over to Louisville, Flower Mound, a really tough, physical, long game, and then another game against Marcus, 35-33, a tough, emotional game. Tell us about it.
Well, we've, like you said, 2 tough, disappointing road losses. We knew it was going to be difficult. However, to me, looking at the Marcus game, I really felt like we did what we needed to do to win. It was the thing that we said we couldn't do that we did do that really hurt us. We had 3 costly turnovers that resulted in 21 points. We had a bad snap in the first half that resulted in 7 points. We went into halftime 7-all. We really felt like we should have went into halftime 14 up. So we were a little bit disappointed about that. Came back second half. Darren Shannon had a sprained ankle. He didn't tell us his 5 technique, darted in the backfield, hit Merrill by this. I think it kind of surprised him, and he coughed up the ball, and that resulted in another touchdown. And then, of course, we had the muff punt, which was huge, because we got a stop there at the beginning of the second half. They punt to us. We were going to have excellent field position, probably around the 40-yard line going in. And but however, Blair Burns muffed a punt for the second week in a row. So we're going to probably have to look at a change there as far as who's receiving our punts. But just to take, not that we're giving up on Blair, just to take some pressure off of him.
Well, he's a tremendous player, and he's been playing both ways and in the kicking game, and he's done a good job. Everybody's trying as hard as they can. Just like Coach, talking to Coach Hughes and Coach Ringo, everybody's playing. It's certainly not a lack of effort on your team's part, is it?
No, and it's especially Blair. Anytime you are a player that you're going to touch the ball, there's just so much pressure on you, especially in these district games. And by no means am I saying that. I just feel like we need to take a little bit of pressure off of them. But, the effort's been great. We've gotten so many positive comments, just by people that were at the game or whatever. Our kids come to play. They're not going to quit till that last second ticks off the clock. I think last week was a great example of that. Very seldom do you get a chance to kick an onside kick to get the ball back to win, but we actually did it twice there at the end of the game, and we weren't able to get on either one. But I was real proud of our offense, because our 2-minute offense really worked really well there at the end. And we practiced those situations in games. And so to see it actually work out for us, being able to score quick and get the ball back, and, it was rewarding. However, the bottom line is we weren't able to win.
Well, football's a game of resiliency, and I probably watch more football games. I tell you what, I watch about as many football games as anybody in the country. I watch them Saturday, I watch them Sunday, I watch them all week long, and you see it at every level. You see kids miss tackles, get run over, drop passes, fumble, get penalties, and it's about just keep coming back, keep coming back. And the great players are the ones that can do that. Even when they fail, they can keep going. So. And that's what your guys have done. But
Right.
It's probably good to get back home this week, isn't it?
Right. Well, yeah, definitely. Our last 3 games will be at Clark, and we're excited about that. We've played well at Clark and Kimbrough, but more than that, it's just, the fact that we have another opportunity is, disappointed as we are, we've got to put it behind us and look forward to the future. We've got Louisville in our homecoming game Friday. We'll finish out the season with Plano East, and then, of course, Plano West, our crosstown rivals. And as well as I do, you've coached in those games. Those games can go either way. But, like I said, we're excited. We're not excited about what has happened up to this point, but at the same time, we're excited that we still have an opportunity. We knew that coming in, it was going to be very difficult. And each of those spots, all 4 of those spots, were going to be, something that we would be fighting for. And here we're in a situation where we're fighting for that 4th spot.
All right, here you go, Coach. There were a lot of highlights.
Yes, there's a sack by Xavier Harbert, one of our defensive end, junior. Right there's a good job by Kevin Merrill on the toss, getting the perimeter. Once again, another real good run by Merrill, who had over 100 yards rushing. Real good job there, Bobby Gabler keeping contained, and Blair Burns coming up making a play on the ball. Taylor May on the tackle. Good job by number 84. Matt Johnson grabbing his feet and bringing him down. Connor Michelson to Brandon Hamilton. Hamilton had another 150-yard receiving game. And Kevin Merrill in for the touchdown on the toss play. Real good job there by Ben Lowers, taking on the block, separating from the block, making the play in the backfield. Chris Moore. Real good job placing the ball inside the 5-yard line. He was our special teams player of the week. Little reverse play, he fumbled it. Xavier Harbert was in the right place at the right time. He had a sack, a fumble recovery. Real nice run up the middle on one of our staple plays by Kevin Merrill. Real good job by the offensive line, led there by Lee Skinner. Real nice throw there from Connor Michelson to Steele Hetcher on the seam route on the goal line. Real good job there getting the ball off under pressure to Blair Burns on the 9 route. That's going to help us down the road. Real good job there, tackle in the backfield. Little reverse play to Marat Kuzu. Good misdirection. Tackle there in the backfield by Xavier Harbert. Real nice run there by Kevin Merrill. Good job of containing there by Zach Lowers, and I couldn't tell. I think that was Arthur Skinner on the tackle. He was our defensive player of the week. He had 9 tackles. Good throw and catch to Blair Burns. Nice tackle there on the line of scrimmage by the defense.
Well, Coach, the Louisville-Plano rivalry is one of the most storied rivalries in Texas high school football history. And as the years have gone by and the community of Plano has grown and the community of Louisville has grown, and there's a lot of other good teams now, but here we are back in the homecoming week and everything, and that Louisville-Plano game is, again, about as big as it gets. And,
oh, yeah.
And they're young, but they're very good, aren't they?
Very good team, proud football program, lots of tradition. And so it's anytime you get the opportunity to go out Friday night and play football, it's a great opportunity. Our team is, even though we've had 2 disappointing losses, our team's fresh, ready to go. We've had great practices. They're very optimistic. They're very upbeat. They know what they need to do. Our backs are against the wall. We've got to get to the seawall, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do everything we can to beat Louisville on Friday night, and then we're going to just take one step at a time.
All right, well, the Louisville Fighting Farmers here at Clark Stadium against the Plano Wildcats Friday night for homecoming. And hope you come on out, and we'll see you next week.